Audio and MIDI differ in some ways, work exactly the same in others, and thanks to some very smart people out there, can now actually be converted from one format into the other and then back again. As our first foray into audio and to see how it really differs from MIDI, we're going to start by loading in one of Live's pre-recorded audio clips and start messing around. I'm going to continue to build upon the same set we've been using from before in order to give us some context. So we're going to begin by going back over to Live's browser, and this time we're going to select clips from the left-hand side. And in this section you'll find a lot of prefab audio and MIDI clips which are free and legal for you to use in your compositions. To preview one of them, you just need to select the sound you want to hear and then click on Click to Preview down here. That's a pretty fun one. There's a lot to choose from, and clips are a really fantastic starting point for inspiration, or if you're just getting into this and you're not taking to the drum programming or the melodic programming, you can always access a clip and pull it right into your session. So I'm going to pick a clip called Clapping Flamenco here, so we'll listen to the preview. So you notice that inside of the name, we're also giving it a BPM marking. So right now we've got 120 BPM, which matches the BPM of our master set. So when I pull this into the session, which I'm going to do by clicking, dragging and holding, and I'm going to drop this onto any empty clip here on an audio track, which is vitally important. When we play it back, we're going to hear it at the tempo that we heard it at the preview. But you notice that not every single clip is at 120 BPM, and in fact there's a pretty large spread here. So I'm going to pull in an audio clip that's at a very different BPM. I'm going to choose this shaker sound, which is at 102, and then give it a quick preview. I'm going to click it, drag it into Audio 7 here onto an empty cell, and then now when I play it, you'll hear it at a much different BPM than the preview. Now that we have both audio and MIDI in our current session, I suggest saving at this point. And now I'm going to show you some important things that you need to know about manipulating audio clips. So before we move on, I'm going to solo each track. I'm going to press the S in this track, and then I'm going to hold down Command or Control while I solo the other track, which is going to allow us to simultaneously solo two tracks. So let's look at the sample settings. I'm going to just check out this flamenco audio file here. You can find the sample settings are in Clip View next to the launch settings, and you can hide or display them by pressing the little miniature waveform here down at the bottom. So we have the ability to transpose the pitch of these claps. I'm going to grab the transpose knob here and I'm going to pull it up. And I'm going to drag it back down. Now I'm going to go over to the shaker. The other thing that is really fun to play with here is the double time or half time function underneath the segment BPM. So I'm going to quickly half-time this shaker, and then I'm going to double-time it. Do it to the clapping here too. It's pretty cool. So additionally, besides changing the BPM and the pitch here, we can also change the volume. So this is the clip gain fader, and if I raise it, we're going to get more volume, and conversely, if I lower it, we're going to get less volume.